Hello and welcome to EV Motoring, and it's time for another 2025 Chicago Auto Show walk around. So we are here with the all-new 2025 Cadillac Optiq. It is basically the Cadillac version of the Chevy Equinox that we own. Only available in the dual motor variant, also loses a couple miles of range compared to that Chevy, so 302 miles of rated range. Gets the same 85 kilowatt hour battery, capable of charging to at 150 kilowatts. So all of those equal to the Equinox. But where we'll see the differences is actually when we hop inside and see how premium this interior is. So a quick note I would want to say is, why would you want to save the $5,000? This starts about $55,000 as opposed to the $60,000 Lyriq. The Lyriq is a better road tripper because of its battery architecture, can charge a lot faster, hit a higher peak speed, replace range quicker. But with the Optiq, it's a really good commuter, really good around town. An occasional road trip, it will do all right on that. But the low battery voltage does make charging a little bit more difficult, makes it a little bit lengthier on road trips. So now let's walk around to the front and take a look at the styling. Two quick pulls on the hood handle right below the steering wheel, and we can open to see still no frunk. Granted, everything seems very well packaged in here, but so I'm not going to knock it for not having a frunk, because we have a very short overhood, very short length here in the front, not really room for a frunk. So I'm not going to knock it there. The room is much better utilized when it's inside. Other vehicles that are much longer up front that are lacking a frunk, that's when I knock them. Here seems like everything is quite well packaged. Would not want to work under here, but easy to get in here when you need to top off your windshield washer fluid. So taking a look at the front here, we have an illuminated Cadillac emblem as well as some very nice accent lighting. This is again where the Cadillac really raises the bar over the Equinox. We have very nice running lights right here. You see the stacked headlights, so to just illuminate more of those when you turn on the headlights. But again, very nice, elegant front end. Really like what they've done with it, of giving it almost like a faux grille, and it looks good somehow. I mean, looks are always subjective, but I think they did a good job, especially with the illumination. We see a little camera right down here, some parking sensors up front, as well as a couple cameras up above. That's for the GM Super Cruise. Also, weird quirk, see the illuminated Cadillac logo on the back of the 33-inch infotainment screen. Camera, see if it shows well, but comparing the Optiq to the Vistiq and then Lyriq, hopefully you can kind of understand it is quite a bit smaller. However, still works very well for the type of car that I need. I just need basically entry-level family car. Had this been out when I was buying my Equinox, would have been tough. The Equinox is such a deal for the money. $35,000, incredibly quiet, gets you to 300 miles of range, but this is a much more comfortable place to be every day. 33-inch touchscreen across the front dash, 19-speaker AKG audio. So again, Cadillac taking it to the next level on all of the comforts. But now let's hop around to the back and look at the cargo space. So just like the Lyriq, you actually push on the Cadillac logo to open up the back. Come in and take a look at the cargo space. Very usable. I actually think golf clubs may fit across the back, otherwise you might have to diagonal them. Hopefully wouldn't have to fold the seat. And then underneath, we see very usable storage. So it's a narrow but deep well that you can fit charging cords into, some adapters. Definitely a big fan of that. And then these two little cubbies prove to be very, very usable. You get a little shopping bag of things, put it down in there, and it's not rolling around the back as you're putting the full 340 horsepower to work. This cargo cover, though, that would be the first for me to just chuck into the basement. I do have concern for this piano black right here. The way this lip is designed, I do worry that it will scuff over time. And then to close the hatch, just push the button, and it powers itself closed. So just like the Equinox, we have the pop-out door handles that are very convenient compared to, basically it's like a Tesla door handle that you would have to push in and get out. This pops it out for you, so it's very easy to pull on. I have the driver's seat adjusted to where I sit. So let's see how we fit. Again, I apologize if some of that background noise is coming through. We're trying to make the best of what we can. We have some air vents back here. We have heated seats, a power outlet, USB-C. Again, these are all features missing from mine. I do have My Equinox does have air vents, but certainly heated seats, power in the back, those are things that are missing. And of course, the 19-speaker AKG audio. Little door pocket down there for a bottle of water, and two more right here. Actually, when I open up this center console, this flip-down cup holder, it actually kind of nudges me a little bit. I wish it was a little bit more narrow so I could fit back here a little easier. But the plethora of legroom and my feet fitting underneath is very, very comfortable. Definitely could sit back here for quite a bit. When I put my head all the way back, I do brush against the top of where this glass roof kind of comes down. So if you could opt to not have the glass roof, I would suspect you'd get that little extra headroom back here, but that shouldn't be a problem for the driver's seat. Which, let's go take a look at how it is up there. We have an illuminated door sill Cadillac logo right there. Some bings and bongs that will close the door to get rid of. No start button needed here in the GM products. Love that. That's just the simpler way to do it. A lot of people think you need a start and stop button. Just simplify life. I love that. Over here it shows we have how many miles we have remaining. One thing I'll point out right away, depending on how this display looks when the car is turned on, no matter what, some of it is going to be blocked by the steering wheel. So I'll show you right here. We are missing a piece of it here. I can see that there is a 37 miles. Same exact shifter out of the Equinox. Same exact controls over here as well. Windshield washer, intermittent controls, and the shifter is a pull to yourself and then down or up to put it in drive or reverse, and park button is on the end. We have the regen on demand button that all GM products have. Big fan of that. Very usable if you don't want to use one pedal mode, but you want to you're on the highway and you need to slow down a little bit, just pull on that and that'll drag you down and without using any brakes. We have a heated steering wheel, cruise control, GM Super Cruise of course, and now I was able to get the infotainment on. Mute it so we don't get copyrighted. We can see this great Google powered operating system. Again, a lot of people are upset when CarPlay is taken away from them. But for me, I've been someone who I've gotten so used to Tesla that when I hop, and before that, even when I had my Polestar, that was a Google car. And the maps are so good. You just say the magic words and tell it where to navigate. And it just does it very well, estimates what you'll arrive there with. Not as big of a miss as some people want to make it seem. Crystal clear maps, of course. I love how it fills the whole edge of the display. Then you push this button here and you can get the split screen so you can get music and the maps right next to each other. Headroom in here is actually pretty good. I'd say very similar to pretty much the same as the Equinox. My arm is just kind of pushing into the B-pillar a little bit, but I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at. And again, yeah, headroom is very good up here. It's just in the back, it's a little bit crimped. But you have auto-dimming mirror, you have a heads-up display, Super Cruise, very comfortable place to be, a very comfortable commuter. Outside of the downgrade in charging quality compared to a Lyriq or an Optiq or a Blazer, very good car, especially at a kind of competitive price for the luxury segment. Definitely a little bit cheaper than like Acura or BMW, Mercedes, etc. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let me know down below, would you pay the upcharge to get the Optiq over the Equinox? Or do you think this is priced very well in its segment? Be sure to let me know down below and take care until next time.